Hi Cancer, it's Sloan Rhodes here with your Life Purpose, Career, and Money reading for the month of January 2020. I haven't done these readings in a long time, but I thought it would be a fun way to kick off 2020 for everybody. So I'm doing them for each sign. In Cancer, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So first I'm going to start with the Money and the Law of Attraction deck by Esther and Jerry Hicks. I'm going to choose one card as the overarching theme, Cancer, for January 2020, and then 3 cards from the Doreen Virtue Life Purpose deck, Past, Present, Future, and then 1 card around your money from the Money Tarot by Eugene Vinitsky. Let's just go ahead and get started, Cancer. And then just to remind everyone that all of my YouTube videos are available on my audio podcast, so you can listen to them when you're driving around or running your errands, so you don't just have to watch them here on YouTube. And there are links below for that. It's on iTunes, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, etc. You can just search for Sloan Rhodes Podcast and it'll pop up. Okay. I hope everyone had a festive holiday season. For Cancer. Money in the Law of Attraction deck. Overarching theme for January 2020. The better it gets, the better it gets. What a beautiful card. Number 19. I add those together to equal 10 for you. So you are approaching the end of a cycle here in January, continuing to build beautifully upon what you've already built. It's getting better and better for you. We have this rocket ship here going. Sky's the limit, really, for many of you Cancer individuals. And then under the deck we have shortages of time and money are perceptual. So reality is subject to perception. So something to consider here as well there. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. It looks like these cards both are indicating it's up to you. I mean, you're doing really, really well, Cancer. So whatever ideas you have been stewing upon or thinking about, it looks like at least one of them has been very successful for you or will be here in the month of January. Or it looks like it's already been launched. So whatever you've recently launched, it looks like it's still doing really well, and continue with that. And don't spend a lot of time, shortages of time or money are perceptual, on amplifying the energy of I don't have enough time, or there's not enough time in the day, or I don't have enough money. It's not about doing it for the money right now for you. It's about building upon what you've already been doing, the ideas you've already generated and perhaps launched. Those are going to pick up speed and take you someplace new. Or just continue on, take you along the path that you've already envisioned in your mind. Okay. So past, present, future for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for January 2020. Here we go. Career change. This is in the recent past. Excuse me. You're embarking upon a career that brings you the joy and abundance you desire and deserve. As I mentioned, it may be something that you've recently launched here, an idea. We have in the center animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. Both of these cards came up for Gemini, in a different placement though. And flowers. In the future position, working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. And we don't need to take this literally, although for some of you it may be literal, that you do work with flowers and animals, this kind of thing. We also have time to decide under the deck. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. It kind of goes with this, the word time is in both of these that are under the deck. So don't worry about time. You know, this idea of time to decide. Make a decision. It may be that you have recently made a decision. You launched that rocket, right? This idea, this new endeavor. You had the career change. Don't worry about your timing on it right now, or that you're going to run out of time. Everything happens in the right time. So just do your best to keep on track. Don't deny the fact that there's a schedule. But don't worry about it. Don't give energy to the worry around time or money right now. Whenever there's a career change, there's always a bit of anxiety, even if it's something you've been wanting for a while, because it's new and there's always the unknown. So I want to say kudos to you, Cancer, if there has been some kind of shift you've made recently. It may not be a complete career change for you, but it may be something new that you are starting at work, a new avenue, a new direction, or just a new role within the same company even. It doesn't have to be a complete career change. Okay, that's the recent past. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that, but right here in the present position, we do have animals. That's for Cancer. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance, as the animals are a part of your life's work. For you, Cancer, I really get the nudge here that it's more about your inner guidance, your intuition. Now, for some of you, it may be that you are being nudged here in the present to continue your work with animals, to have animals around you. But even more than that, as I'm not taking it as literally for you, Cancer, for the majority of you, it's about trusting your inner guidance. You know, you are a water sign, you're ruled by your emotions. Trust those. Not the emotions that are all over the board, that make sometimes you feel sad, sometimes you feel happy. That's not your inner guidance. Those are your emotions, right? But when you are ruled by your emotions, you can go deeper. You know, many times you have to go deeper when you are a water sign because your emotions are so present and it can feel very back and forth, back and forth. Your inner guidance is when there's a deep inner knowing and you don't have the attachment or the anxiety necessarily about what's occurring. You're just trusting, you're having faith that there is something that you're meant to expand upon. Again, we have this idea of the rocket here that you've recently launched, an idea, an epiphany, an actual endeavor, some kind of shift or change in the recent past. Trust your inner guidance as to what to do next. Don't worry about the time and the money. Trust what feels right to you. Create from that place of deep knowing. Allow yourself to be open and guided to your powerful intuition. It may be that spending time with animals helps you to do that, or spending time outdoors or connecting with nature. Cancer. Again, trusting your inner guidance isn't about trusting your emotions, because the emotions come and go. Your inner guidance is going deeper than the emotions, connecting even more deeply to your heart, knowing what wants to be expressed through you, as you, for you, as a channel for divine energy, Cancer. It may be that you do indeed work with animals, or you connect with them in some way, or there's a dream about an animal. You have a spirit guide, an animal guide that you work with, or an animal runs across your path, and it causes you to reflect or notice something else in your environment. Maybe something very synchronistic here for you as well. Now, as we go into the future, Cancer, the near future, as we go towards the end of January and into February, we do have this very soft flowers card, very different than the animal card in the present. This is all about the harnessing the animalistic power here, trusting your inner guidance, the instincts of animals, right? They're not concerned with agendas or time. If you ever watched a cat under a bush and you've been calling for your cat forever, and meanwhile it's like 2 feet away under a bush, right? Just completely engrossed in whatever it's engrossed in the present. That's that animalistic instinct. It's just going to be. There's no worry about time or money, right? So you're being asked to trust your inner guidance there. It's very, very powerful and grounded. And then here, because you become so grounded and connected to the moment, this allows for that softer energy to come in. For some of you, it may be that there is a desire to work with flowers or plants, even gardening, this kind of thing. But as I feel it for you, Cancer, it's very much about a softer approach going forward. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessing to others through your life purpose. I've said this to one of the other signs, I can't remember who today, but this idea of life purpose. And I also have a podcast episode on it. I will put a link here so you can listen to that if you like. But your life purpose isn't something that is out there to be found one day, Cancer. You know this already. I'm just going to remind you of this. Your sense of purpose is in the moment, right? And this is really the underlying message here of this card. She's very present with what she's doing. Goes back to what I was just saying here as well. The cat under the bush, very present, very in the moment. Doesn't even hear you calling it because it's so absorbed with what's happening in the present moment. And here, working with the flowers brings her very present, very open. She's not worried about where they're going to go. She's just playing with them with a sense of purpose. My purpose in this moment is to arrange these flowers as beautifully as I want to see, to smell their fragrance, to feel their stems, to enjoy the colors. Very tactile, present experience. That is your present moment. That is your life purpose in the moment, because you're being purposeful with what you're doing. So every time, Cancer, you're being purposeful with what you're doing in the present moment. That allows for you to begin to live a more purposeful life, which inevitably will create a sense of purpose for you in your life. So it's not like my life purpose is to be a banker, or my life purpose is to be a writer. That's very limiting. That's a result of many other things. Your purpose is to be purposeful in what you're doing in the moment, no matter what that is. And here she's playing with the flowers, arranging the flowers very softly, very gently, with a kindness, a softness, without the self-judgment. There's a lot of self-judgment here with these two cards. Time to decide. There's that anxiety, right? Shortages. The idea that there even could be a shortage is very egoic, right? Creates that level of anxiety rising within you. A lot of judgment around you're not doing it in the right time, or you're too late, right? Or there's enough money for what you want. You know, she's not concerned with the time or the money right here. She's just being very present. Okay, let me, so I hope you find that helpful. Again, if we want to look at it literally, it could be that you do work with flowers, the garden, the natural world more as we go into January or February. And if you haven't been, you're being encouraged to do so. It will help bring you present, away from the hurry and scurry, you know. And here with the animals, the same. You know, being with an animal can create a great sense of presence. You're not trying to necessarily get anything from the animal when you're just snuggling with it or petting it. You're just enjoying the essence of that animal. Okay, let me get a card on your money. But for those of you who want the specifics, it may be that a career working with animals or flowers or the gardens or in gardening or something like that, you may be being nudged towards that. Okay, so, or just having flowers around or bringing flowers into the office will help to remind you to be present. There's more to life than just what you think is your task in the moment at work, you know. Okay, so regarding your money for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what are the messages for January 2020 around money? Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands. I'm pretty sure this was reversed and I automatically turned it into the upright position. We see all these wolves, right? This idea of protection, the pack. Again, very animalistic here. But it is in the reverse. So it may be that you are around your money. I will say this for Cancer, around your money, make sure that you've drawn in tight, you know, make sure that you haven't loaned your passwords out, or you may want to, in January, reset all of your passwords, look back over your statements, make sure that you're not, there hasn't been an increase in your credit card interest rates or anything like that. Just make sure that you're taking care of all the things that would protect your financial security and your money in January. You know, you don't want to feel like the wolf is at the door because you've made some kind of error. Make sure that you're taking care of and honoring your money. Pay attention to it. Look at it. Give thanks for it, and make sure that everything is, you know what's going on with your money. That's going to be my message for you. I'm not a financial advisor. Obviously, Cancer, I'm giving you a spiritual perspective on your money for January 2020. So I hope you find that helpful. I wish everyone much love and a very happy new year. And I will see you on the next video or over on the podcast, which is available on iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts. I think I mentioned that already. I can't remember. The videos all seem to kind of flow into one, so I can't remember who I said what to. And also you can book an appointment with me at my website, sloanrhodes.com. Much love to everyone and Happy New Year.